Alright then. I didn't know that was gonna happen. But hi everyone, welcome back to the Stanley Parable. I hope you're enjoying your day. If not, I'm hoping I can provide some for you, even though I am tired. Because I stayed up all night playing game, watching stuff. I need to go to bed. I cannot stay up tonight. I need to go to bed because I have an interview tomorrow after work. Hopefully it goes well. Anyway, man, here we go. We're actually going to go through the new content door now. I was wanting to see a few paths of the original stuff, and I guarantee you there's way more stuff, but still. We're going to go this way. I was not expecting that little intro.
This is the store.
Yep, we know. Gotta turn the settings back up, don't I? No? Oh yeah, frickin' crouch and interact is all the directional buttons. Or the symbol buttons, I forget what they're called.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We're gonna get the button heaven back.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Interesting. Alright, never been down this path, haven't played it, haven't even really seen it. I've heard a lot about it, it's really cool, but I've never seen this.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Cool.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Did it just do a full loop? Wait, can I get on or off and back on? No, I can't. Okay. I tried. But, that little doorway right there reminds me of Jurassic Park. Whenever you walk through
So far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet.
or when you
but
go
I'm
through
sure
the thing
it's
on a
just
vehicle.
the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure. Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or
Oh, there we go.
All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Suspense is killing me.
It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Ah. Wow, this is underwhelming.
All
also,
right.
I wanted the screenshot.
All right, let's see.
Ooh, a jump circle.
The jump circle?
Press any button to jump. I'm pressing any button. Ooh. Can I jump outside? Before can I jump? Not very far. Do I have a limited amount of jumps? Hang on.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
I don't want to use all those. Is that really it? I can only use 25? Or, 36?
Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Is this gonna drop me? I honestly thought that was gonna drop me. Thank you for...
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game?
God.
And we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about.
I literally
No
can't
fooling,
move.
No gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do
I can't
you
even
say,
crouch.
friend?
I can't even crouch. Oh. Alright. I thought I broke the game. This is not my office. Jesus Christ.
Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
What's up here, though? I like work, just hate my boss. Relatable.
Oh, you don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine. You're a dork anyway, so who cares?
Oh, fine, you're a dork anyway. I can't go that way. Interesting.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I like how aggravated he just got with me.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Nah, I'm gonna stay here. Does it reset, or...?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just
Ow!
an empty broom
Oh,
closet.
I just bit my
No
finger
reason to still be
in
here.
a bad angle. Ow. Ow, that fucking hurt. I was trying to pop it, and it
was
went to
baffling that Stanley was still
to
just
my
sitting in the
left
broom
rather than
closet.
my right
He
to
wasn't
pop.
even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Was that there? I don't remember that little thing of rope being there.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing?
Yes.
Why? Please offer me some explanation here.
Because
I'm
there's a
genuinely
broom in here!
confused.
My mic is on, right? Yeah, my mic's on.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out.
Wait,
But
so
it
does he
didn't
not
occur to
remember me
because
doing this?
literally, this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Sounded like he was just
Coming
doing
to
the
a
same
staircase,
stuff.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
His boss's office. Alright, what do we got in here? That's alright, still the same. I don't know what that does. I'm pretty sure it's like an AFK room. I'll probably do a quick run of that, and if it is something, I'll post it on YouTube.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music. Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Is this, Jesus, I can't talk. Is this just gonna be the same type of stuff? Or is there another way out of this?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large...
That actually made me scared. That actually jump scared me.
door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yeah.
Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome! You see, back when the Stanley...
Yeah, I feel like that's just the same thing. I don't know if there's a different path on the regular ending. I'll have to find it at some other point. Yeah.
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something!
What's that say? Does that say super nut? I can't tell. Something nut. Whee! Are we playing Alien now? Let me grab my monster. Or no, let's drink the rest of the Mountain Dew, actually. You know, I should really play Outlast on this
Okay,
on this
you
show.
remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Well, they'll find it now because you put it on the main game. Oh. Secrets? What the? Why does he crouch right here? Something here that makes me crouch, and I don't know what it is. Oh. That's cool.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
It's a bucket. Oh, missed opportunity. I really wanted to hit the knocker.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Oh, that's cool. $1951. Why does it say 1951? Oh, is that another code? 1951? We'll try it next time. 2013. Our first kiss, my first car, the release of Stanley Parable in 2013. I honestly thought that was going to be a rhyme. Is this the first dollar that y'all ever made? Hey, the alpha test. Smile because it happened. Honestly, good, unachievable. It is impossible to get this achievement. It's got a phone on it. Don't play the game for 5 years. Well, now I've looked at the achievements, and it says don't play the game for 10 years. Wait, do I have a... No, I don't have a manifested body. So, yeah, that's gonna be fine. Or fun. Nominee. New video game released today. Creator surprisingly down to earth. Colleges show uneven effort to enroll poor. Cause hinder new tack to achieve. Oh, new tactic? Business leaders punishing election of council allies. Ooh. In loving memory of Stanley. Aww. I can't tell what that's a picture of. Is that a rabbit? Of little Stanley. I can't tell. That's either a rabbit or a ferret. I can't tell. I keep checking that my mic is on.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art.
In the middle.
Stanley Parable
In the middle of the
strives
middle paragraph.
and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now.
Oh,
a
it's still the
lifeless
same.
husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Dude, it's better. Like, the Stanley Parable is... Whenever there's a game with choices in it, everyone's like, oh my god, it's the Stanley... I about said Chandler. It's the Stanley Parable. So it's related to a whole metriton of different stuff, and it's amazing. When you can reference to another game, that's giving light on how good that game was. Like Jacksepticeye with Resident Evil 4, he loved it, and he is able to associate certain mechanics in games. The top 10 memories, games with the same elements in it to Resi 4. It's gonna close. They are. People play games because of what they can do inside them, and your game is very good at letting them know they can't do anything. Literally anything.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation. Boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling. These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again.
Can I cheese this? Can I get up here? Why would you open this room? This door wasn't open, was it? I don't remember it being open. Preparing... I can't see what that says. Why is this door open? The Serious Room, 2013. Do I go downstairs now?
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Oh no, is this gonna be the bad reviews? Because all the good reviews are up top.
Oh no, oh God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they? Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Okay, I see this one was a negative comment. This one's a positive one, though. Read this one. Maybe it's better. What the? Oh, jeez. I thought I saw something out the corner of my eye. Unfunny. Actually, I like the narrator's voice. It's actually, you know, fits the role perfectly. Wait, number 8. Why has it got number 8 on it? 1951. Gotta remember that code, because I think I could put that the pad in the boss's office. Why is that kind of heavy bass on it? Come on. Oh, it's an invisible wall. Darn. Alright, we'll go this way. I want to break your game some more, man. Can I climb? I cannot. Nope, don't read it. Don't read it. Don't read it.
Okay, let's see what
Nope.
this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record.
No, don't focus on the negative,
like
dude.
a
Focus
failure.
on the positive.
Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley parable isn't quite as
There's a
sterling as I
negative.
always
Oh,
remember.
don't look at that. Where's that truck at? Looks like a way. Do you know the way? He's getting so caught up in the negative that he just can't focus on the positive. And that happens for any new YouTuber or new streamer who's just getting into streaming and whatnot. Don't focus on the negative, man. Just focus on the positive. Like, if you're doing good and people are like, oh, keep it up, you're doing great, they're genuine. Trust me, they're genuine. Like, I've had people come into my stream be like, keep doing what you love, and I love doing this. I even tell my wife, hey, I'm gonna go stream for a bit, and she's fine with it. As long as, you know, I don't make it my primary goal in life to be a streamer. It's just a hobby I want to have. Oh, let me stretch. Ugh. I don't even care if I don't. Well, I do care if it doesn't move. For like 10 years. But I currently have like 60 or 62 followers as of recording this, and I'm okay with it. I'm enjoying it. Some people come by and say hi and remember me. Some people don't. And I'm okay with it.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt.
No,
Not if
don't.
it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do
Wow.
anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
You know, this reminds me of the Skyrim thing. I'll never forget it because... Okay. Side rant. I was playing a certain Skyrim mission or quest or whatever, and I can't remember what the name of it was, but I remember what happened to a certain point. I recorded it, and I might put it up on the after this video if I remember, because I still gotta let my wife get home, and then I go get food and whatnot. But still, I remember what happened. I walked into a chamber, and the NPC I had to follow walked in behind me and said, "Let's keep moving. We don't have a moment to spare," or something like that. And I just look around, and the whole area is flooded. And I'm like, "What? You expect us to swim?" I walked down like 2 or 3 steps into the chamber. The water drains, and the the pan torches thing come on like it's a magical room. And I look to my left towards the NPC, and she's just looking over her shoulder like, "What, you never seen a magic room before?" It was just so hilarious. Skyrim's one of my favorite games, man. If you've never played Skyrim, it's an amazing experience. I highly recommend you go play it. It's gonna take a while. In my opinion, Skyrim Elder Scrolls, or five? Is it five? Skyrim 5 Elder Scrolls? I don't know. It's the only Skyrim I've ever played. I hear a clock. What's with the clock? Like, they're practically everywhere.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No.
I want to hear him
The
ramble
Stanley
on.
Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness,
No,
that's
I
what
actually
they're
enjoy
going
your
to
talking,
get.
dude.
Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. But the
I like
logic
this
of
guy's voice. I
elimination
want to hear
working
more.
backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say... the story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so...
Is he just gonna
now
say
you
the same
see,
thing
blah,
over
blah,
and
blah,
over
blah,
again?
blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. But the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say... the story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until...
So, for those who don't know, the narrator, his name is Kevin Brightening. And he's British. That's all I have to say. There's a whole wiki about him and everything. I'm not going to go into it, I just really... Wait, Kevin Brightening, Doctor Who? Was he in Doctor Who? The voice of the Bank of Braxos? Announcements in the time heist. I'll have to look this later, because I think I would have heard him in... I don't know. Anyway.
inevitably... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto.
Manifesto.
Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think.
Okay.
So my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice.
Okay.
That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your Greek gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite? You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once. That you are both making choices and not making choices, and that they are both affecting
when you
you
say yes
and
to
not
something,
affecting
you'll
you
say
at the
no
same
to another.
time, by virtue of the fact that you both are and are not making them. Okay, at first, I was leaning towards manifesto, but now I'm going to circle around and slap the treatise label on this one. I think it has much more of a treatise vibe to it.
What's a treatise?
But wouldn't you say that manifesto just has a much grander sort of tone? It has a mouthfeel that is rich with ambition and history. Ambitious history, if you will.
What is that?
See, now you've gotten me going back to manifesto.
What is
Heavens, at this rate, we're going to be here all day. Okay,
Was
look,
that there before?
I have a method for exactly this sort of situation, and I do find myself in this situation frequently. I'm going to say each word back and forth in repeated succession until I become sick of one or the other, in which case the word I am not sick of shall be the victor. It is an unimpeachable strategy, Stanley. It's rescued me from disaster in countless situations. All right. Here we go.
Actually, sounds nice.
Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto.
I like manifesto because it's just manifesto.
Treatise, manifesto.
And treatise sounds like
Treatise,
something almost
manifesto.
like
Treatise,
treason.
Manifesto.
What is a treatise? Is
Treatise,
it basically a manifesto?
Treatise, manifesto. 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 Treatise, manifesto.
I'm going to take this.
Treatise.
Wait, can I save a clip?
Treatise, manifesto. 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 Treatise.
I don't think he's ever gonna stop.
Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto.
I want someone to make a remix of this, because this sounds like it would make sort of like Exotic Butters. It sounds like it'd be a pretty good song, but we're gonna push the button.
Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their pressurized gas review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on how exactly pressurized gas works. Perhaps that would have been a smart thing to check on before I went on about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, Surely, whoever it is who runs pressurized gas will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely. Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review so that the feature is not widely abused. Look, I would even be okay with pressurized gas altering this particular review.
I'm still streaming, right? Yeah. For some reason, I can't see it on YouTube anymore. Like, it's not letting me click on the video. Oh, there we go. Okay, I just had to refresh my app.
So that it reads as something more benefit. From the ashes of depravity rises the phoenix of quality. How else to describe the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe?
What is that?
Such
Is that a
a
fire
revolutionary
alarm?
step forward in the lineage of one of the most beloved video game properties of all time. The additions and changes
I wanna
made to
leave.
this expansion will surely resonate in the annals of the history of all media ever made. It is perhaps true to say that no mistakes are forever etched in stone, for the stone into which the Stanley Parable was carved has itself been transmuted, offering a message of hope to those who have ever erred in their judgment. You are not beyond redemption. You may change, and you may become more, so much more than you were before. If there is any message to be taken from the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, it is this. What a fortune, a privilege, a joy it is to have had such an experience. It leaves me hopeful that as a community, as a world, there is time for us to become our greatest.
Alright.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's...
Well, here it says it's
there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait. How do we get out of here? Where did the door go?
Oh.
Wasn't there a door that led into this room? I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else
you
would we
made
have
this
gotten
place.
into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window, or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere?
I see a vent.
Porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall?
There's a
Take
vent.
it easy, please. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before, wasn't there?
Yes, where's the
I swear
door?
there was. Where did it go? Can you maybe just ram your way through a wall? Is there any possibility that you could say slam your body
nine
into
and three
the wall
quarters
until
this
enough
shit.
damage is done for you to be able to leave? Please, I'll take any option at all. I'm asking you to work with me here.
I'm working with it.
We need a door. We need a door of some kind. I can work with any kind of door as long as it can open and lead from one room to another. I'm going to step away for just a moment, and I'm going to try to find us a door. I don't know how exactly to remove a door and place it in a different wall.
You made a
but
whole
I will
building,
find a way,
dude.
I promise. You just need to not do anything. Don't press the skip button. Please,
Okay, I won't
please.
press. I
Please
won't.
do
I
not
won't.
press the
I'm
skip
not.
button.
I'm not.
Wait here. Wait here for me.
Okay.
And don't press the skip button.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
Good. I'll be right back.
Good. Ugh, this guy. Treatise Manifesto. Treatise Manifesto. Treatise Manifesto. Treatise Manifesto. Treatise Manifesto. Treatise Manifesto. Alright, all he said was not to push the skip button, so I have something on my face. What is that? It hurts and it doesn't feel like a bump, so it might just be a scab. Is there anything else I can click? What are you? Are you a droid? Honestly, if you want to like use something in this game to fall asleep to, literally just sit here and put your head back. And just tick, 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 It's gonna make me push the button again, isn't it? One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. Movie quote for whoever can get it. If I ever have merch, I'll give away free merch if I ever have a merch store. I feel like he could break this. Surely I can cheese something here. Like I can get up on the bucket. That's about it. Okay, if I wasn't streaming, I would 100% just sit here, but...
Stanley! Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
God damn, it has.
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room.
Then get me a door!
Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone.
Wait,
I've looked at
lights
it from
just
every
came out.
angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times, and there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen.
Oh, the plant's
I
dying.
have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here, and more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I can't control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it, and I have to believe. I have to know that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you? I've been thinking.
Because you
and
weren't
thinking,
here, and I was
don't know what
getting
can do to
bored, and the
convince you
viewers are
otherwise.
getting bored.
Oh, my God. And it's all because of those reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't ignore.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
negative
that's your
feedback.
fault. I'm gonna
Why
assume
was
you're
it
the
so
droid.
important for me to fix the problem?
Because
Why does
you
Cookie Nine's
wanted to
opinion
please
matter so much
people.
to me? I've never even met Cookie Nine. I have no idea who they are.
They're probably an
What would
adult
it
by
ever
now
really
and doesn't
matter?
even remember
Here I
posting
am,
that comment.
and fixating on every tiny negative thing that anyone ever says about me. The
Yes,
merest
that's a
mention of
problem.
one of
Don't
my
do that.
imperfections, and I become as impetulant as a child. Wild
Yes.
and impulsive. I can't help myself.
You finally
I can't
became
stop myself from
self-aware.
lashing out with a vengeful fury to alter and to change and to break anything
You're fine. Quit
unbroken. If
bitching
only
about
it
yourself.
pleases this one person who made a single negative comment. What does such an impulse serve? For whose benefit is this?
You're trying to
Here
people
I am now,
please.
stuck
It's
in a
very
room,
difficult to do.
waiting for you to press this button and to become frozen in time.
I don't
want
wanna
to
push the button.
Do it, and that I'm going to be stuck all alone, and that I had the power to prevent it all from happening.
I'm right
If
here.
only I'd held my
Shut
tongue.
up. I'm not gonna push the
It's
button.
all out of my control now. Just you. Just your decision as to exactly when you're going to make me suffer.
I don't
want to
make you
all
suffer.
alone. Surely you will. I don't doubt it. Surely you'll press that button again, leaving me here.
Well,
And
help me
surely
find
you'll
some
put your
way out of
own
here,
desire
man.
To see what's next ahead of
Put
my need
something
for
in the
company,
room for me to do.
companionship. Surely you'll not be moved by my howls of fitful anxiety.
I'm
You sit
listening
with
to
me
you right now!
Oh, no, no, no. I know you too well.
I'm gonna pass out,
You'll
Jesus.
be leaving me. Oh, my God. And it's all because of those reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't
Oh, he just
ignore
repeats
the
himself.
negative feedback. Why was it so important for me to fix the problem?
he's just gonna
Why
repeat
did
himself.
Cookie Nine's opinion matter so much to me? I've
So it's
never
currently
even
3
met
o'clock,
Cookie Nine.
and
I have
12
no
hours.
idea who... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all
was that
that
noise?
time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing.
Why is there a light
Would
right
you
here?
think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all.
Oh,
It
is he
isn't
losing
even
his
close.
mind?
Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear me. Because maybe,
I can hear
Stanley,
you.
maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe it means I'm real. Maybe I'm not just a fiction. Was I scared of that all along? Perhaps, yes. Perhaps I've been scared this whole time, that if I stop speaking, I'll slip backwards into the silence and be consumed by it. I can't be taken by it, Stanley. I can't lose myself in the stretch of emptiness between you and me. When you press that button, you're still right there, but I know you're so tremendously far away. And in those moments, the emptiness folds itself outward in between the two of us, and I am suspended in its unyielding quietness. I can feel the edges of my reality curdling inward and decaying. I can tell that I am becoming less and less real. Yet to speak to you now, I am alive. I am truly and completely here. I am
Yes,
a
you
being.
are.
I am someone. I am something. I am being listened to. I am being recognized. The emptiness between us has collapsed, and I feel right now like I am not a work of fiction. I feel as though I occupy space in this world again, and I have cast a shadow onto the wall. You see what I'm saying, don't you? You can see what this means to me. I'm so clear about it now, Stanley. I feel as certain about this as I've ever felt about anything at all. I feel renewed. I feel restored, and already I can sense the looming silence as you will press the button for the next time. What a terrible dread it strokes in my heart to think of it, to think of returning to such coldness. Come, let us sit in silence together here for just a moment. Let us anticipate it. Let us welcome it. Let us not run from it.
Alright. Just don't start repeating. I'll sit here with you for a moment. I honestly thought you could find a door. I really like this narrator. It's really good narrating. I'm gonna be honest, the sound of the dishwasher, the fan on my left, and the ticking of the clock is making me sleepy. It cannot be helped. We must press on.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust simultaneously. I was consumed by it. I could do nothing but wallow in it for what felt like an eternity, for what I now know was far less. You see, it was a revelation for me. It was unlike anything I had ever known. It was a space without consequence, without action or outcome. It was divorced entirely from the question of free will that you and I have squabbled over for so long. There could be no one ending, no singular outcome of events, not if all events existed in the same moment, and I felt freed. I felt unburdened by the need to manifest a particular outcome into being. I saw that I could allow myself to exist along all timelines, and that each of them was simply a strand in the web of my being. It was incredible. The spaciousness, the equanimity of the moment, both singular and infinite. For the longest time, this was my experience. And then this moment passed, and the most unyielding fear I have ever known crept into my mind. And it is this sensation that I have been experiencing now for longer than I could have ever expected was possible. I have been waiting for you. Not that you might save me or do something to fix it, but merely to state for you the plain fact of this manner of existence. I wish you to feel afraid, as I do, that perhaps one day this state of mind will consume you as well. Perhaps you will somehow, in some way, have to live as I do now, and I wish for you to know how excruciating it is, and for you to be in true terror of its eventual arrival. If I can only do this, only this one thing, perhaps it will bring me the...
Narrator? Kevin? Kevin! I can't do an echo. Kevin, talk to me. Kevin! Kevin! I'm all alone.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should... the end, is never 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 the end, is never.
Are we back underwater now? Are all the pipes filling up with water? Whoa. No! He was dead anyway, but damn. I'll be honest. Why does this look like a scene from The Last of Us? Oh. Can I not? There we go. Oh, the lag. It's pretty cool. That's lovely. I'll take a screenshot of that. Okay, and it's gone. Ooh, it's kind of creepy in here. I'm gonna leave now. Hello? Hello? What does that sound like? Kind of sounds like a banshee, but I'm not sure. I'm expecting to see eyes just somewhere. There's a hole. Guessing narrator is dead? Oh god, the lag. Oh god, lag. Work with me here. Well, I can't go up the building. Oh, come on, let me on the building. Okay, which way did we come from? Maybe we can backtrack. That way, so... This way. This way. Oh, is that just the end? That's it? That's just the end? Oh, that's just the end, apparently. Okay. Why is this button red? Do I have to find the other red buttons?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
$1951. I gotta remember 1951. I want to go see if I can put in 1951.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided, oh no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
That was
office.
the red light downstairs. I thought there was like something else downstairs. Anything new in the executive bathroom? No. It's all the same. Okay, 1951. It was written on the wall.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now.
Oh, let me put the thing in.
Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Damn it. Damn it. Let's just restart. 1951 was in the memory room, so I thought that might have been something I put in on the code. But apparently not. So we'll just restart and go back to that new content thing. There's something having to do with his phone because it was on a picture of
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What is a memo again? It means something, but I don't remember what it is. Alright, we'll go into the new content.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Alright, bud, what you want to show us? Hello, welcome to the stream. Feel free to talk in the chat if you have any questions. Whew. Okay, at least we were able to skip that whole bit. Oh, does that say... Wait, hang on. Oh, that says coffee nut. I thought that said super nut.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Ooh.
Yes, you
red.
see, Isn't this far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
274 or 472. Taste the sequel. I can't do anything with that.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Just the two of us, we can make it if we try. Just the two of us until... Ugh, I can't read that. It's so small. Like my brain cells. Is that an apple? It's a raven! Hey, Ravenclaw! I'm a Ravenclaw. That's a joke. Oh, real quick. Side rant. Me and my wife went to Barnes & Noble's. Oh my god. We found Harry Potter throw pillows, and I thought that was it. I was like, ooh, you want to put these on the couch since you're a Hufflepuff and I'm a Ravenclaw? She unzipped the pillow, and I thought, oh, it's just got stuffing in there, you know, like all of the pillows. There was a stuffy inside the pillow. And I'm just like, we have to get these pillows now. They were both $40. So I had just paid rent and she had just paid some bills, so we didn't have enough money for that. We did, but then we wouldn't have money for the week. But still, oh my god, I want those. I'm putting it on my wish list. New content is out. New content part 2 is in. Wait, what? Okay. Cool red section. Boring sections of the chart. They're back! 2 doors! Oh my god, oh my gosh. Color red. Leverage something value from 1 to 2. Point A to point B. I like that. That's a nice... Black on red is just really nice. Really nice color. Left brain, right brain. Hey, it's the fern.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for
So you're running before you can walk.
But if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Yeah, sometimes it's trial and error. But 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils, 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 testicles, 2 nipples, 2 big toes, 2 thumbs, 2 sets of phalanges. What else do we have 2 of? 2 lungs, 2 kidneys, most people at least. My sister was born with 3, actually. I think she still has it. 2 butt cheeks. 2 hips. If we're going off the eyes, you get 2 eyelashes, or 2 sets of eyelashes. That's getting very technical, though. We could go with bones, but I'm not going to go there. The prequel to the Stanley Parable, the Parable 2 is the sequel to Stanley Parable. Ugh. It's the equivalent of the end is never the end, is never the end. This way to the show floor. Oh, don't mind if I do. New features. Hey, it's a red carpet. Ooh, a bus. Why is there a bus in here? Also, why was there a van in... Okay, whatever.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Did you just lock me in here? Hey, merch! I kind of feel like I just entered Oscorp. I saw the new content. I'm still currently seeing it. Reassurance bucket. Ooh.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance.
Give me the bucket!
Arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution than actually redesigning the game to be less.
God damn it, Kevin! Give me the berry! Give me Barry the bucket.
Would be. Yes, the bucket.
What is it from? Someone called a bucket berry, and I can't remember who it was. Bucket.
Can you feel it?
Yes.
The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Thank you.
I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Aww.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they?
Yee.
All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
How do I get out of here? Oh, you open the door. Okay. Clank, 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 clank.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
0344. I'm seeing all these codes and I don't know where I'm gonna put them in. New feature content, consistent quality with just the right amount of change. The new update ray traced more of the same, but in a good way. Sequel to the okay. The baby is all grown up. Bankruptcy. Red is the new orange. I took a screenshot. Okay, hopefully it doesn't come back to bite me in the ass. A whole new office. Please no screenshots. What if I take... Damn it. Epilogue. Oh, I don't want to go there yet. At least I know where it is. Hear your name in the game. Wait, what? The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. No way! Is it actually going to say Shadow or Shadow Creeper?
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Alright. You ready, Bucket? Yes. Okay.
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it.
I'll try.
Okay, here we go.
Am I Jim from The Office?
clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim.
Where's Pam?
Falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim.
Is this one of your jokes? One of your pranks?
As Jim,
Where the hell am I?
Watching your dreams crumble into dust.
What?
Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Okay. I just like pressing buttons.
Jim.
Ooh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Jim.
Whoa there, cowboy.
Jim.
Sometimes a person
Jim.
can be too
Jim.
much
Jim. Jim.
I'm putting the Jim button away.
Jim.
Otherwise,
Jim.
soon you'll
Jim.
start to lose all
Jim.
sense of who you actually
Jim.
are.
Jim.
Oh. Damn it. I was having fun being a Jim. Ooh, can I jump the railing? I don't think so, because I can't get even on the couch. Wait, can I push these buttons? Damn it.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
I was trying to say something. There's a little bit of lag every time I go through a door. Wait, did I come from here?
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with? You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
Why? No, this one has more color. Oh, great. Don't tell me the whole office is gonna have it now.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with...
Yes!
No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Whoa, what the hell? Whoa, what the hell? Is that me? You put my name on it? Holy shit. Ooh, let me up. Wait, collect them all. Can you find all of them? Can you find all of them? All of what? All of these? The big guy? He rotates. That's so cool. Oh.
Ah, collectibles.
Well, I guess I'm
Now
dead. I'm
it's a
going into the
real
light.
Video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your
Well, what if I don't
underlying
collect
life.
any of them? What then? Wait, what's this? Saw an outline. Okay, maybe not. But what am I looking at? I see it's a collectible. Is it pulsating? No, but it is kind of creepy. One of 6, oh wow. Oh, it's so dark.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic. Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm
Yes.
developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the trophy will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Why do I feel like you're lying to me? I don't trust it. Because it makes no sense.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the trophy is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
How many times do I have to push it before it actually gives it to me? Something blocking it? Nope, lag.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Ooh, jump circle.
You know what, Stanley? I actually think the jump circle was a pretty good idea. I'd like to hang on to that for the sequel.
Alright. Doesn't mean we can jump outside the circle, though. Lower level, you are here. What? Jump circle, this map. In. So there's a jump circle. Free trophy, Q. Where's Q? We were just at Q. The button that says the name, what is that? That's B. We were in B. Wait. Why does it say B squared? Go to my left. Stanley Parable reassurance bucket. Okay. Merch. Settings World Champion. Wait, I remember seeing a trophy about that. It was like mess with all the sliders.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. This is the story of a man named Stanley. This is the story of a man...
Stanley. Alright, I guess we'll go to it. It's literally around the corner. sorry, what? Every pause button is a Roman numeral 2. Yeah, I don't know who didn't know that. Wait, was it not right here? I don't get it, but okay. Office decorations, that's what we went into. Where is it? It's 3, wasn't it? Oh, it's right there. Epilogue, we'll do that next. We just looked at collectibles, didn't we? Where's A9? Yeah, we just... There was a path. I thought I saw something. Huh. Infinite hole. K. Wait, what? Oh! Oh, that's the other thing. Space and time. Space like infinity. Hole like infinity. Time and depth. Deeper. Yes, Daddy. There's a joke I can make here, but I'm not gonna make it because I'm recording, and I don't know how that's gonna... Huh. It just keeps going. Well, you don't. Just science. More hole. Alright, what do we got?
Stanley,
Oh,
here's an
jeez.
idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's
Hole?
right. Infinite
Oh,
falling.
bravo,
You
want to
can
go in the
fall until
hole?
the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Them just putting those little gaps there is just so tempting to find a little spot to jump up on there. Watch, you can find like little tiny circles somewhere to where you can jump over. Yeah, there's just so much stuff I want to try to find and find little things. Ugh, that sounds like a Dark Souls boss down there. Alright, what do we say when we want to throw ourselves off a bridge? Yeet.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Nah, I'm good.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
Nah, I'm good.
Do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Nah, I'm good. Wow, that hole is really small. That's what she said.
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I
Am I slowing
slightly
down?
exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole.
Aha!
You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
Holy cigarette butts.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If
Or
that
just the
works for
really, really
you,
deep
then
hole.
go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole. and
What
we can move
happens
on.
if I
I'll just be up
don't?
here when you're ready.
I'll do the same thing I did the broom closet. I won't touch my controller. Oh, the dishwasher's done. Okay, I'm touching my controller. At least we got the bucket. Very reassuring. Okay.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the...
Whee!
Oh, for heaven... You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes.
It's always been me!
Normal.
It was I!
Said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I
Is
mean,
it getting smaller?
admittedly,
That's
I
what she
didn't
said.
make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively
Nope.
thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm
Yes.
starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability in marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is.
Oh.
Game of my... How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on. Is the teleport button not working? You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this.
Don't restart
I'm
the
out.
game.
Goodbye, Stanley.
What?
You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone.
What?
You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else.
What?
Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful...
No, you better get back here, you little shit! Get back here! At least I have you, Bucket. What was that? Whoa. Narrator! Kevin! 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 It's getting deeper! Kevin! What was his name? Bradington! Kevin Bradington! That's the narrator, by the way, if you didn't know. Oh, Jesus. Bucket, can you glow like you did in the thing? Press any button to change your perspective. Oh! Huh. Whoa! Puppies!
Stanley? Stanley? Stanley! Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there,
That was
drifting away
cool.
into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment.
I thought you
So
left,
how
by the
about
way.
if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
Can we trip balls again? He's gone. Let's trip again. Did you have mushrooms in you? Bucket. Wait, what the hell? That was cool. That was a nice little beat that I was going on. Wait, what? Back to the
Here
hole!
we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Where's the hole? 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 Back to the hole! That was fun. I'm going back to the hole. Oh, can I not go into the hole? God damn it. You're a sore loser, you know that? You locked me out of... Oh, I thought that was a boombox. You locked me out of the broom closet. You locked me out of the infinite hole. Okay, where's the epilogue? Where's the exit? Where's the epilogue at? The semicolon. How about called a comma? Literally around the bend. Wait. What? Oh, it's further around the bend. There it is.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it would go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Ooh. I'm up here now. Interesting. Where does this go? Wait. Are those stairs always there? Sorry, what? Okay, I'm sorry. I gotta look at something real quick. Set all setting sliders in the menu to all available numbers. Oh, do I have to stop on them? Good lord. Yeah, super go outside. Don't play the parable for 10 years. Good lord. Okay. Where's the exit? Here it is. Oh, for a second I thought I couldn't get out. Whee! Oh, damn.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to?
Yeah.
Ready to move on now?
Yeah. I wanted to go back to the infinite hole, but I guess I can't. New mug.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know
it's
it's not
pretty
exactly
nice.
clear yet how
in the
exactly
hole?
these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere.
I got a
Let's
feeling.
do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes. Yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
That's even worse.
Who am I kidding, Stanley?
Ah, it's a
This
collectible!
isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags.
How do we get down?
And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel.
I saw that. There was a
capture all the
collectible down
magic
there.
of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up.
Yes. Whip
All right,
it.
perfect. Go ahead.
Now watch me whip.
Take a look.
I'm 24. Fuck off. I'm not old. I'm 24. Whew. Ooh. I'm not doing that on camera. Whoa. Oh, Lord. I'm sorry, I like getting trophies. I've become kind of an achievement hunter since I played Evil Within 1. I still need to play the second one, Lord. Hell, me and the boys still have to play the frickin'
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Dying Light 1. Dying Light 2's out.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number
I
427.
really don't like those balloons.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk. telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very...
Okay, I'm tired of waiting.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I don't like these. I don't like these. Get rid of them. Ooh, bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Why is there a thing there now? Interesting. Oh wait, 420. I just realized.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Ooh. Eh. Collectible.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these. Only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Is there a way to get down there without jumping to my death? That looks like a big door right there. How do I get down? Let's go this way. I really don't remember what's this way.
Okay, this is day number 295, tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down.
It's like a companion block, but it's a companion bucket.
Sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so...
Are you assured?
What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it.
What?
Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who.
Why does this sound like soap?
What's that? Who's there? Camporata.
Who? Who's Gambarata? What the hell? What did I just listen to? Gambarata. What does that mean? Is it the keeper of the bucket? Like, return the slab, but it's return the bucket. When the hell?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Figurine finders meeting today in the meeting room.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
We're going to the meeting room because there's something in the meeting.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Is there one in here? There is. Or not. Maybe we are the collectibles. Trust the completionist instinct. Honestly. Large room, a lot of boxes. Ooh, stairs. Something to do with stairs. Somewhere both red and blue. Nearby a fireplace. Private but smelly place for an important person. There will be cleaning of this wall required. Okay, so stairs. So is that the boss? The stairs going to the boss, or is that like? Where else are there stairs? I see those stairs on almost every run, so it might be there. Somewhere with both red and blue. That's the red and blue doors. A fireplace. I can only guess the boss's office. Private but smelly place for an important person. I don't know where I've come across a bin. Whoop.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over.
I will not.
We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship
How
towards any
dare
other object
you?
which happens
It's
to be in
you
your
saying
path
this,
in an
isn't it?
even partially
You
enticing
broom
manner?
in the broom
Well,
closet?
never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments.
How
Expand
dare
on the
you?
wide variety of experiences you and the
I
bucket
can't
have shared
believe
together.
you would have.
Go
I'm
through
trying to.
each of
I'm
them
working.
point
I'm working.
by point
Hey,
Share
hey.
your journal entries
I'm
detailing
working
the
on
rich
it.
emotional landscape
Shush.
of your feelings for
Shush.
them, as they have changed
Let me
and
do my
evolved
shit.
over the years.
Let me do
Let
it.
them have it.
I'm working on it. How dare you? I'm just kidding. I love you too. The bucket and you. I cannot believe you had the
Okay,
gall.
I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all.
I'm working on
Here we go.
something, dude. What the fuck?
There. Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
I'm out of breath. Here's
Coming to a
stairs.
staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Oh, I hear it. Oh, hello.
Another miniature
Gotcha,
Stanley
bitch.
figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands?
Ooh, I like that.
What about Stanlerines?
Stanley
Yes,
figs
I think I
or
like that.
mini stands?
Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Or minifigs. Red light. No, that's unending loop. Does the bathroom have anything else to say to us now? Every time I come up here, I'm gonna do the thing with the bathroom.
Okay, I'm going back to
Oh!
the name of these little Stanley figurines.
Oh,
And now
I
I'm
get it
torn
now.
between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley?
Figley's
What
not bad.
name better encapsulates the intrinsic
Figley
sense
sounds like
of
a plant,
happiness
though.
that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
I get it now. A smelly place for an important person, and it's an executive bathroom. I get it now. What happens if I don't want to. A few more, and I'm done, because I'm getting kind of sleepy.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845. Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 284. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Yay!
Was it that the bucket knew all along?
Alright, this
Was
is a
the
fireplace.
bucket
Oh, it's a
guiding him?
fireplace.
Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Said nearby a fireplace, so was it in the fireplace and I just didn't see it? Right, this was a fireplace, right? There's something. What? That wasn't. Was it there?
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler Anlerines. Very soon, you'll collect the last
The
one.
what now?
And then the first number will equal the second number, and that
What
will
was
be
the other
it.
one?
We'll be different people by then. Different
Oh,
in
the red and
sense
blue
that we
doors. I
used
need to
have
get to
none
that
of
part.
them. And now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler Anlerines. None of us can.
I can't go back. I have to go through with this. I think literally the only thing keeping me awake is this Mocha Monster Triple Shot 300. It's
The
good.
elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate.
I'm talking.
It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not
Hey!
for the bucket. Soothing him,
Hey,
comforting
let me
him,
talk!
reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right.
Can I
The
talk now?
bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Yes, but you're talking. Thank you. It's good. I only recommend drinking like one, because apparently if you drink too many in a week, you could overload your heart, right? I think so. I don't know.
Stanley and the
Something
bucket walked straight ahead.
That's weird. I was saying something. You could overload your heart or your liver or something. This is a triple shot of mocha, so whew.
Through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Me and the
Although
bucket
this
are going to go
passageway had
live
the word
a happy
escape
life.
written on it, the truth was that at the
Goodbye,
end of this hall,
Kevin.
Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
I don't believe you. Don't worry, bucket. We'll make
The
our
door
own.
behind them was not
Shut
shut.
up!
Stanley
Shut
and
up!
the bucket still had every opportunity to
We'll
turn
make our
around
own path!
and get back on track.
Unless this is somebody else's path. And
At
we're
this
just
point,
inevitably
Stanley and
gonna
the
die.
bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Nah. I got the bucket of reassurance. We die together! Whee! Did we actually die? I don't even remember what's down here. Did I come this way? I think I came this way in the last video. Oh, we did. Shoot. Oh, it's the trash compactor. I forgot about that.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be.
No.
To be sure, it puts the mind
Bucket,
and the
I'll
soul
protect
at ease
you.
to embrace the bucket. But what
Go.
use is a sense of ease
I
when you're
can't.
about to be crushed to death?
I want to
This
throw
is what
you.
Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked
No.
himself for wasting so much time
Bucket,
carrying
live.
a bucket everywhere.
No!
Farewell, Stanley.
No! No! Ah! Wait, what the hell?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came
Is it
to
gonna-
an end
is it gonna
as
jump
it
scare
was
me?
crushed violently to death.
Oh, Jesus Christ. These things are actually making me jump.
It was a
Stanley Parable.
shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest.
Oh, I lost
it
my
was
bucket.
a glorious bucket to behold.
The bucket welcomes you to the grand exhibit. You're standing in the precipice at the precipice of knowledge, much like a bucket itself. The human mind is frequently empty within a carnivorous void, but through use of the exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full of enriched and what does it say? Substantiated. Knowledge of the bucket and its history is the only true knowledge we really have. Will you take what you learn here out with you into the world? Will you accept with an open mind that may be challenging about the information in this exhibit? Will you change the lives of yourself and your loved ones as a result of this exhibit, or will you turn a blind eye and continue to live as you were in ignorance and darkness? I mean, I live in ignorance and darkness anyway. Oh, that scared me. I thought that was someone standing at the other end of the hall. Whew.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
Inferno bucket. A replica of the Inferno bucket, which in the medieval era was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war, with one another for control of it. Billions died, and yet in spite all of it, the simple fact remains: no one can control a bucket. Let's go to war. Let's go to war. Doo, doo. That's a good song. A bucket with 2 handles. Oh, double the power. This bucket is depicted as having 2 handles. Such a design has never been created in real life, having been deemed too dangerous and recklessly experimental. Every year, dozens are put to death for just attempting it. Okay, and I want to read this 25 bucket thing. 25 buckets. A photograph of 25 buckets, the greatest number of buckets ever captured on camera. The photographer experienced catatonic shock for several weeks as a result of the euphoria for exposure with many buckets. That's more than 25 buckets. That is way more than 25. 25 buckets is probably barely within this little quarter of the thing, right? I don't know. But that's way more than 25 buckets. Believe you me. That's something I want to see. I want to see everything. The bucket. Oh, the bucket. A stress bucket. The stress bucket and analog. Stress bucket presented without commentary. Okay. Worrying. Negative. Forsaking. Negative thinking. Lack of reassurance. All goes into the bucket. Vulnerability, size and strength of the bucket. Coping strategies equals holes. Stress equals the level of the bucket, or of water in the bucket. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. I was just joking, but okay. Cave drawings. While we know that buckets predated the existence of mankind, we do not know how long. This cave drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical use of the bucket, by which time the bucket had already been likely around for several millennia. Notice in the drawings how the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity to be worthy of its treasures. So, water, water, water. This guy is like, whoa, dude, look at that. Oh, just getting water. Dude, this is so cool. Water! These guys are like, yes, bucket. Oh,
no man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
Oh, wow. The hanging bucket. This piece symbolizes the necessary relationship between bucket and humanity. However clear our grasp of the bucket may be, there is yet more that is always out of reach. This distance inevitably is for our own good. Jump! Oh! I was expecting to fall in an infinite hole. That was fun. I like the infinite hole.
There is something we can do.
What?
Something we can do together, you and I.
What can we do?
This terrible wrong.
Yes, let's do it! My voice is gonna hurt after this.
Let him be crushed
Wait.
by the machine.
Wait a minute. Hang on.
Don't give him another opportunity to
wait.
beautiful
I
bucket.
thought we were both gonna make it. No, wait. I thought we were gonna both make it out of this together. Wait a minute. No, Bucket. I thought we were friends. Bucket, how can you do this to me? No, like this. No! Well, that was fun. I don't yell like this on a regular basis. My esophagus is starting to hurt. Ow. Or my trachea, whatever the air comes out of. I'm gonna guess that my throat is relatively small. That's a dick joke. Don't make it. But yeah, I already made it.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
I'm sorry, what? Bucket!
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
So now we get through the
Stanley
right door
clutched
and up the
bucket
crane.
tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here...
Anyway, like I was saying, I don't yell like this on a regular basis, so my throat is gonna hurt at the end of this.
it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
I got on this before, why can't I get on it now?
Truly, being here with the bucket was a grand adventure. Stanley reflected on all they'd been through together. First, walking through the door on the right. Then walking to the lounge.
There we
then
go.
arriving at the lounge. What a thrilling journey the bucket had inspired.
Sorry, I'm just taking a lot of screenshots
Perhaps
this
this
game.
was where the bucket felt most truly at home. Here in the employee lounge. Perhaps it's the only place a bucket can even feel at home.
Inner peace. Inner peace.
Stanley decided to just give the bucket absolutely as much time as it needed to
Inner
be in the
Shut up!
lounge. Clearly,
Shut
the
up!
bucket and the
Bucket needs to
employee
concentrate!
lounge shared a
Shush!
special connection.
Inner peace. Inner peace. Inner peace. Alright, we're good.
But finally, the bucket was done being in the lounge, and they took the first open door on their left to get back to business.
Dip, dip, potato chip. Dip, dip, potato chip.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now
Yeah.
ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Yes, bucket.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly
Dip,
did
dip,
whatever
potato
the bucket
chip.
asked.
Dip, dip, potato chip. Dip, dip, potato chip.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Oh,
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
why is that a thing? Why can't I do that? Buckets. Buckets of fun. Ooh, nice headset. Those beats. Honey, we're out of food. Hello, Stanley. It's me, your bucket. Press any button to take me with you to work.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Bucket, bucket. Press any button to take me back home.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Press any button to go back to work.
Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think, it can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
Don't listen to the loud man. Take me back home.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Press any button to ignore anyone in your life except for me.
It's sad, but I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
Oh, I didn't read that.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another. Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket? Oh no. I'm having feelings. For the bucket. No. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps, if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation. Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to me.
No.
Give me the bucket, Stanley.
No.
I need it. Give it to me now. Give it, or I'll...
Bucket. Bucket is love. Bucket is life. Shadow Creeper 197 2020. Bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Bucket.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the
Bucket!
meeting room. Perhaps he had
Bucket!
simply missed a memo.
Bucket.
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
I don't remember where the other computer is. There's more. No! Finally, you talk. Who is that? Monterey or something
Stanley
like that.
clutched the bucket
I
tightly
need
to
to
his chest
go.
and entered the door on his left. This was
I need
not
to go to the
direct
room
way
with
to
the
meeting
red
room,
and blue
but
door.
Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took
do I
the
jump
door
off
on
the
his left
crane? I don't
to go
remember.
back to the meeting room.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top.
I think it's over
There's
there.
something up there I need you to do. Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him.
It should
Wait.
have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk.
There's a
But
platform
Stanley
over there that
chose
wasn't
not
over there
to think
before.
about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Guess again. Wait, where the hell
No,
am I?
stop.
Oh, Jesus.
Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point." Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This
Don't you touch my bucket.
misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the
Don't you
game
touch my
if
bucket,
not
my
addressed
bucket.
quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here
Jesus.
for a moment.
I don't think I trust you. What happens if I go back? The door is locked. I can't go back. I can't get the. Oh well. This is a bucket. Dear God. There's more. No. Is this
Now
a
then,
bucket?
I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell
This
us
is interesting.
everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket. Item 2. Is this a bucket? Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
I have the one and only bucket.
Item 3. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. This is a bucket.
Impossible! It's an imposter among us. Wait, what is up? Wait, can I get off? I can't get
Item
off.
4. Is this a bucket? What? Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to
Oh
the
my
next one.
God! I was just like, yeah, I'm saying yes to that.
Is this a bucket? Correct. This is a bucket.
Oh, you sneaky son of a bitch! Oh, I just hit my mic.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
No.
Trick question. Both.
What?
Gotcha. Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
This is cool. I'm having fun. Yes.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing?
Bruh,
That's
it's a
mistake,
troll.
Stanley.
It's a
You
troll,
believe that
relax.
Nothing is a bucket? You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out.
Good.
I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago, I
That's
could
the
answer these
question,
questions
and
with
that is also
confidence.
the answer.
And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is?
Yes.
Am I a bucket?
Yes.
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart.
We had a
I
relationship?
can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game.
No! No!
Okay,
Don't touch my
here
bucket!
we go.
No! Don't you dare touch my bucket! No! I swear to God. I swear to God.
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket?
Every single thing in the game was a bucket.
Got him!
Oh my God, I had no idea.
You
How could-
got debated.
Except me.
You got
I'm not a
debated. You
bucket after
got
all.
debated.
And you, Stanley.
You got
you're still
debated.
here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news.
Oh.
We're not buckets. Yes,
God
I
damn
actually
it.
feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
Oh, yeah,
And
yes.
we'll know that it's all a bucket. But
Yes!
if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right.
I'm just gonna walk into somebody now and say, "Did you know that everything is a bucket?" And they'd be like, "What?" And just walk away.
Here we go.
If they played or watched the Stanley Parable, they'll know what I'm talking about. Ooh, I should put that in my bio. Everything is a bucket. Did you know everything is a bucket, mate? Aye, bruv, did you know? Okay, I'm gonna stop there. Because once I get into that British accent, it just, happens. I don't even remember where the last computer is for the input
All of
for
his
the
co-workers
buttons.
were gone. What could it mean?
If you
Stanley
have-
decided
oh,
to go
there
to
it
the
is.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I just missed that somehow. Bucket!
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone.
Bucket.
Not with the bucket around.
Okay, where the frick is the red and blue door? Uh-oh.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I don't remember where the red and blue door... I thought it was to the right. Yeah, red and blue door. Room closet. Whee!
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see? I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket.
Yeah!
That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket.
It's a bucket!
There really is a wide variety of applications for this
I'm gonna
sticker.
pass out. I'm not used to exerting this much energy. Whee!
You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
You must never know that you two were originally the original relationship. No one had a dustpan, so they used a bucket. And we both know that to be the truth. Don't worry, I'll try to find them up. I will find your friend as best I can. I'll be back. Remember me.
Coming to a staircase,
Is
Stanley
it
and the bucket
downstairs?
walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I don't remember where the red and blue door was.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility
Oh,
of
this is
facing
the
his
loot
boss,
room.
admitting he had left
God
his
damn it.
post during work hours. He might be fined for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Oh, we gotta go through
He
this
looked
whole
down at the bucket in his
spiel again.
arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned
No.
his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, Now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground. "Oh, gracious," he exclaimed. "Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it." Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me! The bucket!
Bucket!
Could it truly be?
I'm coming,
He
darling!
went forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
Come to me, Stanley!
Bucket!
Find me!
He
Bucket!
had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along. It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out. This is the story of a woman named
Oh, for
Mariella.
frick's sake.
Mariella woke up on a day like
She
any
better
other.
not have a bucket.
She arose, got dressed, picked
No!
up a bucket of comfort and security, and walked
No!
quickly
God,
somewhere.
please, no!
But on
No!
this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had
No!
wandered through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket.
No!
Mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
What? What? Oh my god, this game is ridiculous. Oh, I love it. I fucking love it. I hope that wasn't too loud, my screaming. Watch, someone's gonna bang on my door. Are you okay? I'm fine. Ooh, can I don't think I can grab the bucket. I'll do that next. I want to try to get that other figure.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days?
I'll leave the
centuries?
bucket for now. I want to
Did
go get the
something crucial
figurine.
happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time. When Stanley came to a set of two open... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Dip,
I'm not
potato
your
chip.
enemy, really,
Dip,
I'm not.
dip, potato chip.
I realize
dip,
that investing
dip,
your
potato
trust in
chip,
someone
dip,
else can be
dip,
difficult,
potato chip,
but the fact is
dip,
that the
dip,
story has
dip,
been about
dip,
nothing but
dip,
you
dip,
all this time.
dip,
There's someone you've been
dip,
neglecting,
dip,
Stanley.
dip,
Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me.
Oh, I think I chose the wrong path.
Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. Oh, no, you can't... Did you just unplug the phone?
Yes.
Now, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
Script!
No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation?
Come on,
Well,
let's get it over with.
Risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
My goodness, is it 8:30? Crack, sack, and whack. Titty. Bucket!
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
It's already almost 4 o'clock. My wife's about to get off work. Good lord.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed,
I just want to get to the red and blue room.
The choice you made just a few minutes ago, and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please. Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Can I grab my bucket when I get back? I want my bucket. Can I have my bucket? My voice cracked. Can I have my bucket?
There. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world. Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Happy.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
I just want to get my figurine from the red and blue door. Where is the red and blue door? I could have sworn it was in the right door. Or the right, yeah.
Stanley spoke the code. Nightshark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Open the door, dude. Do something else.
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
Yes, the door won't
You
open.
didn't hear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step. Okay, fine, you're not gonna do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
Do I literally just follow you places?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, behave exactly as Stanley would. That...
I just want to get to the door. To the 2 doors. The red and blue doors. Just let me get to the red and blue doors. I just hurt my leg. Ow.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I'll be
Perhaps
back,
he
Bucket.
had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
What? Really?
Really?
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
There we go.
Look, let me prove it.
There you are.
And there it is. The last Stiggly Wiggly.
Stiggly Wiggly.
Stanley. This is a real accomplishment.
Jesus, that took
This
forever.
is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted.
Alright, I'm
that
just
a
gonna hit the
job
red door
well
right
done
off the
is
bat
its
and then
own
take you to
reward.
the...
I
don't know
tell
if
you
you've
that
seen
I'm
the
proud of you for collecting them all.
the
but that
input
would be like a
receives
reward,
thing
and we
yet.
can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here.
Go away, bud.
And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Yay.
Now listen carefully, this is important.
You want me to go through
Stanley
the red
walked
door? Let's go
through
through the red door. Come on, come on. Come on. Here we go.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me.
Yeah,
you see
more or
that
less.
I really have wanted you to be happy all this time. The
Oh,
problem
we
is all
gotta
these
kill
choices.
ourselves, or
The
we
two
gotta
of us always trying to get
KYS.
somewhere that isn't here. Running and
KOS.
running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Open the door so I can disappoint you. Don't worry, man, or woman, or whoever hell's watching.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right... No, wait. Where are you going?
I'm gonna end it. We've done this
no.
before.
Stay away from those
We've done
stairs.
no.
If
We've
you
done
hurt
this
yourself,
before. We've
if
done
you
this
die,
before.
the
Calm
game
down.
will
Hey,
reset.
hey,
We'll
hey,
lose
hey,
all
hey!
of
Calm
this.
down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
I've taken it from
Please,
you before.
Stanley,
You'll be fine.
no!
Ow.
Oh, no. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Because it's fun. Whee! Remember the infinite hole?
Let's go back to the other room. My God. Is this really how much you dislike my game?
No, it's not that I don't like your game. It's just that I've done this path before, and it was only for figurines.
Kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
No, it's not to keep you from being happy. It's so that I can progress with the
Maybe
story
you're just
and
getting
go
a
to
kick
Button
out of it.
Heaven. Someone
I don't know
messaged me,
anymore.
and I can't look at it right
I
now.
just wanted us to get along.
We do.
But I guess that was too much to ask.
We get along perfectly.
It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all.
I mean, I am
Well,
sentient.
this one is yours.
Don't worry. I'm gonna save you, myself. I'm coming, Bucket!
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Alright, now I get to go to Button Heaven and end the video. Oh my gosh, I'm putting that bucket in one of my bios, whether it's Twitter, I don't have Facebook, whether it's Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, maybe just even PlayStation. Damn, wait, can I not? Hang on. Can I not do it? Wait, where are we? Wait, what the hell?
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things.
Wait, what?
It's those figurines. Those figglers. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every
I just wanted to
last
go to
one.
Button Heaven,
Wasn't
dude.
it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more
Oh,
trip
dude,
back
I
to the
got.
memory
Oh
lane?
my god,
I
man.
would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
Okay, last time, and then I gotta go to Button Heaven. I've died enough times in this game, I should be in heaven by now. Ooh, trapdoor. Secret tunnel.
Here's where it
Secret
all
tunnel.
began. The first
I'm a ball sack.
collectibles.
Ow, that hurt.
Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd...
All the guys, you ever just been scratching your balls because they itch and then you just shift one too far to the left? Or you shift the right one too far to the left and it... Oh. I'm fine. Just gonna have a stomach ache for a bit.
Fine. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again,
Wait.
Stanley.
It actually went up. Oh my god, this game is such a troll and I love it. I love this game. New favorite game. Oh, wait a minute. Is that a drop? I don't like that. Whoa.
And here was a second Stanley.
Whoa.
You found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the warehouse. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest.
Oh god, the
back
lag.
then I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
Oh god, I'm lagging. What just happened? Oh.
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
It was under the stairs because that's when we made our way to the boss's office.
Hey, that's exactly right. It was here, under the stairs. It was the third one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything.
That's not true.
Let's see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room. Oh well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
Oh, it didn't. I think I would remember that. Dip, dip, potato chip. Dip, dip, potato chip.
This was the 5th mini Stan, and this one was really something special. It was behind the boss's office. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
How you found it? By the narrator. What's that over there? It's mini Stan number 5! Mate! Oh! Teamwork. What is this, like Windows 5? Editing? Oh, come on, let me get to button heaven. Narrator, 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 Stanley, the narrator.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Oh, Jeebus. And the last figgy.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others.
Can I go to button heaven
how
now?
The mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It
Now
was
they're
a moment
doubled.
unlike any other.
Bucket, can I get up here?
Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Can I get up here?
And then
Oh,
there
dear.
was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future.
You are in the present.
Goodbye, memory zone.
God damn, maybe I wanted to look around. Jesus.
No, I'm not done. I'm not
Oh,
ready
let me go to heaven!
Stop the loading screen.
Let me go to button heaven!
Stay here, keep enjoying these figurines. Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction.
Oh, my
See
God.
how that feels.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
I wanna go home.
And here's where I made that video.
Bucket!
Don't you remember the video we watched?
Oh my god. Okay, at least it's speed running it.
Yes, I love that video.
Dear Lord. Why am I
Still
still
don't
here?
remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one.
Just
Good
a
room,
suffer?
though. A solid room. These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have neutered the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
I guess we're not going that way. Oh, I see. You replaced the boss's bathroom with the pink room. Okay.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
Try not to fall off.
This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this? Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then. But time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact,
go to heaven
I dare
now?
say I'm actually quite... Oh, yes! The two doors!
Oh, I want to go
Yeah,
back!
classic memory
No,
one.
let me go back! Oh, I'm choosing the right door. Fuck you. Oh, god damn it. Oh, yeah.
And before everything else, there was your office. Is there anything else? Was there something
But
that
in
came
heaven.
before your office?
I don't think
There's
so,
something
but
I feel I can remember. I can remember.
I just morphed into the chair.
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this
I
whole
can't
story
move.
got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions, he would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did
It's
I
like having a
enjoy
kid.
Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed
It's
to
like
imagine
having a
I
kid.
had
Oh,
companions.
Jesus, I just said that.
And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy
Don't
telling
kill
the
the fucker,
story
damn.
so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Am I gonna die yet? Come on. You better fucking load, otherwise I'm starting with the beginning. Ah, thank fuck. And we're dead. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. to button heaven. Nothing but buttons. And with that, I'm going to end the video. What better way to end a video than with eternal button pushing? I wouldn't be surprised if there's a... Wait, do they actually... Yeah, they come back. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually had an achievement for touching every single button in the game. But I don't have the patience for that. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I sure fucking did. A lot of things I didn't know were a thing. But, yeah. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like down below if you enjoyed. Oh, the bucket. Oh, the bucket. Best part of the game. And then heaven. But, leave a like down below if you enjoyed. What else is there? Subscribe if you want to see more. Ring the bell so you can see more, because all I do is stream every weekend, or practically every weekend, on Eastern Standard Time. So, was that it? Like, subscribe, ring the bell. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, we're just gonna go out. Bye! I'm a head out. Here it is.